Hello everyone, this is G Millionaire. Welcome to my 6th YouTube video. Nowadays, everything is blamed on race, gender, religion, disability or ability, skin color, gender identity, political affiliation, generation gaps, wealth gaps. Basically, this is like class and race warfare ever since last decade. Like both sides just blaming each other for their own problems. Young and old, men and women, conservative and liberals, etc. See, in the old days, I was always taught that you were judged because of your character and your actions. But now they're being told you can have this or you cannot have this because of your race, gender, disability, etc. And look what happened. Now we got a bunch of people believing that and getting themselves into trouble all because they were deceived by what they were told by public schooling, the news medias, their parents. Well, guess what? The real world is not gonna give you that special treatment. So, and they don't care about your feelings. You want to get what you want. You gotta work for what you want. First, you gotta trust God and pray to God every day. Thank God and be grateful to God for everything good happening in your life every day. And when times get bad for you, pray to God for wisdom to deal with your situation with godly wisdom so He can provide you a way out. Or depending on His will for you. God uses everything for good. The devil uses everything for evil, including people. What the devil originally intended for evil, God can use for good. Anyways, the point I'm making is, nobody's entitled to get what they want just because they want it. I want to be rich. I want to be good looking. I want to be successful. I want this and that. It's like, why can't you just work for it? Treat people the way you want to be treated. You do crime, you do the time. You treat people bad, expect a negative reaction or to be held accountable. It's not because of your race, gender, disability, religion. It's most likely because of the way you're acting. Like now we're like, we can't judge people. We don't want to hurt their feelings. But guess what? The real God from the real Christian Bible, He judges righteously, of course. But these false Christians are saying, your God is not judgmental. He's supposed to love us and yes, God loves you, but it's not an excuse to live in sin against Him willfully. Look, keep in mind that we're going to make mistakes and we're going to sin once in a while. Think of it like homework, trading in the stock market, working. You're going to make mistakes once in a while. Just correct it next time and learn from it. when you're deliberately making the same mistakes constantly and not caring, and like you refuse to learn from your mistakes, well, there's consequences for that. You could lose your job, get bad grades, you could lose your house. So, or if you commit a crime, you'll go to jail. Like, actions have consequences. But nowadays, there may come a point in the future where people are gonna think they can defy the law of gravity by jumping off a cliff or a house. They'll fly like Superman. No. The law of gravity, in reality, you jump off a cliff or a house, you're gonna fall and break your bones or possibly die. Or if you eat Tide Pods because you identify as a washing machine, you're gonna die. See, you gotta think logically, not impulsively. Nowadays, we're living in a world where people want to think with their feelings and not think with logic and facts. And see, if the law was based on feelings, well, now we have a world that's falling apart morally and spiritually because they thought they could get everything right without God. Well, they thought wrong. People argue about religious persecutions throughout history and all that. Most of them were not done by godly Christians. It was done by different religious denominations. All the persecutions done under atheists were way worse than the religious persecutions. Even people that say they're Christians but live lives that contradict the Bible are false Christians. Godly Christians live according to the Bible. It's like, see, Christians have a duty to, like, men are supposed to serve God, and then, like, women, godly women, like, submit to their husbands. It doesn't mean that they're property, no. It just means, like, see, men are natural spiritual leaders, protectors, providers. And I mentioned this in the last video, so just look that up. Anyways, see, you gotta make sure you guide people through. Like, if you're gonna judge righteously. It says in the book of Matthew in the New Testament of the Bible, take the log out of your own eye, and then you can afford to look for the speck in your brother's eye. That means, if you're wasting your life looking for flaws in other people, but you're not righteous either, well, maybe you need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, who's wrong? Am I wrong or are they wrong? Maybe you'll figure it out. It might even be a plot twist. You're the one that could have been wrong the whole time, but you didn't realize it. If you can confirm the truth, then you can afford to judge. It's not okay to judge someone for something they can't help, like their disability, their illness, even like homelessness or poverty. Because not all of them made that choice. I mean, yeah, some of them made that choice by doing drugs and committing crimes and all that. But there's a handful out there they could have gotten taken advantage of by the wrong authorities. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into because they were under bad influences. Or some of them don't have families or friends that give them the help they need to get back on their feet. Yeah, like everybody's situation is different. So I hope this video helped you out, and as always, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.